Hello, Guten Tag and Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the part 3 of microwave series. This video is about one-to-one comparison between solid state power amplifier, that is SSPA, and magnetron, and why it makes sense to replace magnetron with solid state power amplifiers, that is SSPA. As discussed in the last part of this series, this replacement in domestic microwave ovens will take a couple of years. However, the cost benefit analysis for industrial applications of microwaves is totally different. Does it make sense to replace magnetron with SSPA in industrial microwave applications? This is the prime question I am going to answer in this video after comparison of both energy sources. So this comparison, for better understanding, I have divided between commercial and technical features. Let's start with comparison and discussion about the commercial features. The first and foremost commercial feature is the lifespan of the energy source. The lifespan of magnetron, depending on several factors, frequency, we are talking about 2.45 gigahertz, type of cooling medium, number of cold start, it means how many times per day we start the magnetron and shut down the magnetron. Depending on all these different features, the lifespan of the magnetron is between 5 to 10,000 hours. If we roughly calculate that in years, it is roughly about 1 to maximum 1.5 years for 24/7 operations. On the other hand, the lifespan of SSPA is more than 130,000 hours. If we calculate that in terms of years for 24/7 operations, that makes more or less almost 15 years. So here we can see that the lifespan difference magnetron and SSPA is minimum 10 times or in best case 15 times. And the second commercial feature is effect of the failure mode. It means what will be the effect on our process if the energy source is out of order for any technical reason or for whatever reason. The applicators with magnetrons are usually equipped with on average 2 to 4 magnetrons. For different reasons, we can go into details later. That means if one of the magnetron is out of order, in worst case the whole process will shut down, and in best case at least 50% of the process will have to be shut down, or the processing amount will be reduced to 50%. And when it comes to SSPA, SSPAs are available in low power, and we can have many more SSPAs compared to industrial magnetrons on an industrial applicator. It means if one of the SSPA is out of order, we can carry on our process as usual. This is one of the most important commercial features which affects the business process. The third commercial feature I want to discuss here is the efficiency. This is probably one of the most important commercial features for comparison. At the moment, the efficiency of SSPA and industrial magnetron is quite comparable at 2.45 gigahertz. More or less, it's between 60 to 70% between for both SSPA and industrial magnetrons. But as SSPAs are progressing quite a lot in terms of capabilities, so I assume that in next few years the efficiency of SSPA will increase compared to the magnetrons. For magnetrons it's not going to increase because it didn't happen in the last 50 years, so we really don't know what will happen. Available power. The magnetrons are available between 1 to 10 kilowatt power. Again, 1 kilowatt 1 kilowatt industrial magnetrons with power supply and is not very cost optimum. 10 kilowatt also has certain limitations. So 6 kilowatt is the most economically feasible industrial magnetron at 2.45 gigahertz. The SSPAs at 2.45 gigahertz are available in the power range between 200 watt to 500 watt at the moment. This might increase later on, and for other frequencies they are available even in the higher frequencies. In the many industrial processes we use 915 megahertz frequency. For that frequency we have SSPAs available in higher power. This was a short comparison of the some important commercial features. So now let's have a look on the technical features. Frequency, phase and power modulations, as well as control and automation capabilities, are among the most important technical features. Out of these four, the first two, frequency and phase modulation, are not possible with industrial magnetron. So frequency and phase modulations are only possible with this new advanced SSPAs. So it means for the first two technical features, SSPA is winner without competition. Then it comes to the third technical feature, power modulation. With inverted commas, yes, power modulation is possible with industrial magnetrons. It's actually indirectly we can modulate the power supply, and through modulation of power supply we can control the output power of the magnetrons. But still, yes, it is possible, but the most important limitation here is with industrial magnetrons we can only modulate between 10 to 100%. It means we cannot go below 10%, and when it comes to fine tuning and optimization of the process, we really need to go down below, we need to go below the 10%, and then it becomes problematic for processing of sensitive materials where we really need to reduce the power. On the other hand, SSPA gives us the possibility to modulate power between 1 to 100% at a very short steps as well. So that is quite useful for the fine tuning and optimization of the process, especially for the sensitive materials in thermal processing. Last but not the least is the control and automation possibilities with the energy source. Again, yes, with inverted commas, it is quite possible with industrial magnetron as well, but again, it's very limited. On the other hand, when it comes to SSPA, it gives us enormous opportunities for control and automation. In fact, we can digitalize the whole process. And it also gives the opportunity to gather the big data, which we can use to fine tune and optimize the process. Let's conclude the discussion. The per watt power of industrial magnetron might seem little bit lower, but if we do the in-depth cost-benefit analysis of SSPA, then SSPA is economically far better option than the magnetron, and not only economically but also technically it's far more better than the industrial magnetrons. This was the short comparison between commercial and technical features of the both energy sources. If you need further information or want to discuss further in detail, please feel free to contact me.